Hey guys, I'm Abhishek from PluginIndia. All of us at PluginIndia own only electric vehicles and create content for the EV community. In this episode, we're going to talk about the Chinese electric vehicle behemoth BYD and the electric car offerings in 2022 and our expectations for the Indian market in 2023. Globally, BYD sold 600,000 plug-in electric cars last year, and they have an ambitious target of selling 1.5 million electric cars this year and double that next year. To achieve these numbers, they have to go global. BYD has already started selling its electric cars in North America, Europe, Southeast Asia, and of course in India. We've discussed the incredible vertical integration efforts of BYD and its game-changing Blade battery LFP cells in a previous video. If you want a more in-depth understanding of the tech in BYD cars, I will link the video in the description. Today's video is about what's coming in 2023 from BYD India. To understand what we can expect from BYD for the Indian market, we should see what's happening in the Asian market. BYD announced its official entry into the passenger vehicle market in Japan, starting with 3 models in 2023. First, BYD will offer the Atto3 model, which is an SUV. Sales are expected to begin in January 2023. The second model is a BYD Dolphin, a hatchback, scheduled for mid-2023, and the third model is the all-new BYD Seal, a sedan, scheduled for the second half of 2023. All 3 electric cars are based on BYD's e-Platform 3.0 and powered by the BYD Blade battery. It will be interesting to see the response from Toyota, Nissan, Honda and other Japanese manufacturers, which in recent years must compete with more and more foreign electric cars on their own soil, something that they are not used to. The Atto3 SUV has the following interesting specifications. The BYD Blade battery has a capacity of 50.12 kilowatt hours. It has 150 kilowatt power and 310 Newton meters of torque. This is more powerful than the Nexon EV Max in the 2022 MG ZS EV. You will have all the torque you will need. The max speed is 160 kilometers per hour and the range is 320 kilometers per hour. There's also a long range version with a 60.48 kilowatt hour battery. BYD has already started selling the Atto3 to the Singapore and Australian markets. Despite the political saber rattling by the Australian government against China, BYD's Atto3 reveal event in Australia was a huge success, with more than 600 people attending. Deliveries are already happening in Singapore and Australia. All of this BYD action in Asia imply that the Atto3 will come to India soon. There is some precedent here. BYD sold the hugely successful E6 in Singapore, Australia and other Asian markets before quickly launching it in India. We estimate that the BYD Atto3 will go up against the MG ZS EV in terms of pricing, but the Atto3 will be incredibly attractive because of BYD's LFP-based Blade battery and electronics in its BMS systems. The MG ZS EV uses CATL's NMC cell-based pack, and from our 10 years of driving electric cars, we know that LFP cells work best for India. Landmark, a new BYD Mumbai electric car showroom, will be unveiled in a month's time. BYD inaugurated its first dealership showroom for passenger vehicles at Ernakulam, Kerala. EVM South Coast is the dealer there, and it will provide consumers in the Kerala market with access to BYD's pure electric vehicles. The other 2 cars, BYD Seal and Dolphin, will arrive next year. The Seal is a sedan with next generation 800-volt architecture. It's a performance electric sedan and I don't care much about it. I'm much more interested in the BYD Dolphin, a car that is similar in size to the Honda Fit or the Suzuki Swift. Meanwhile, BYD India is excited about the response to the BYD E6 MPV and expects Atto3 to follow soon. Mr. Gopalakrishnan said, and I quote, "We are getting significant traction for our vehicles in India from corporate customers and we want to expand further into the personal buyer space with our SUVs. We are planning to showcase our vehicle architecture and battery tech at the upcoming Delhi Auto Expo with a long-term vision of participating in the growing EV business in India." He added, "The initial target is to sell 10,000 EVs for which we have the setup, and the next set for local manufacturing will be explored next year, end quote. We met one of the first owners of the BYD E6, Mr. Jayaraman in Coimbatore. I will link the video in the description. We took the car for a short spin with him at the wheel. Mr. Jayaraman told us that he gets more than 500 kilometers on the highway with AC on and regular driving. This is due to the efficiency of the drivetrain. The E6 also comes with a 3-year, 125,000 kilometer vehicle warranty, an 8-year or 500,000 kilometer battery cell guarantee, and an 8-year or 150,000 kilometer traction motor warranty. The 500,000 kilometer battery cell guarantee is incredible. This is important to understand. BYD builds everything in-house. The controllers, the BMS, the motors, the battery packs, the platform electronics. Thus, there is perfect end-to-end integration between hardware and software. This increases reliability tenfold. This shows that the confidence BYD has with the 500,000 kilometer warranty and even with unlimited fast charging. We feel that Mr. Jayaraman's E6 battery pack will easily last him 15 years. That blows my mind. I'm a big fan of BYD because they're the only company in the world that sells more EVs than ICE cars, and they have managed this transition quickly. ICE for them is dead and finished. Every single month, BYD has beat its own EV sale figures by 10,000 units for 7 straight months. They're primed to make 1.5 million EVs in 22-23 and 5 million EVs by 25. So, what do you think about BYD electric cars? Will you wait for them and get a BYD electric car in 2023? Let us know in the comments below your thoughts on BYD cars and battery tech. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode of Electric Car Watch. Goodbye.